All right, so in problem 24, it says that you want to find the angle for whose tangent ratio is negative 5.3, and it's going to lie in the quadrant between 90 and 180 degrees, which is which quadrant? This is quadrant 2, right? All right, so what you want to do is take a look. Now, remember, when you're dealing with the unit circle, your inverse trig ratios for the inverse tans will give you angles in quadrants 1 and 4. For inverse sine, it'll give you quadrants 1 and 4. And for inverse cosines, it'll give you quadrants 1 and 2. Okay, so if you know you want to find an angle in this quadrant, but the calculator is going to tell you in quadrants 1 or 4, you need to be able to adjust it manually in order to solve this. Okay, so the first step on this is to actually find what's the known angle in quadrants 1 and 4 that has this particular tangent ratio. Okay, so we're in angle, or our angle measure is degrees, so I'm going to make sure my calculator is set to degree mode, and I'm going to go ahead and calculate the inverse tangent of this ratio. So green diamond T gives me inverse tangent, negative 5.3. And so I'm looking at an angle of negative 79 degrees. Okay, so what that means is the angle that my calculator tells me has a tangent ratio of negative 5.3 is this angle, where the reference angle right here is negative 70 or is 79 degrees. Again, rotated in the negative direction. And so that is my reference angle. If I wanted to actually find that whole angle, what I do is I take 360 degrees and subtract this reference angle from it. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to find the angle that's going to have this exact same tangent ratio, but it's in this quadrant too. Okay? And so the calculator. Okay, so I took the inverse tangent of the given ratio. Right, so what I'm going to do is if I draw my corresponding angle here in quadrant 2, this is the measure I'm looking for. Well, I know that the reference angles are going to be the same. My reference angle is always formed at the origin, and it has one side that's the x-axis. Okay, so this is my reference angle, and because my reference angles are going to be identical, that measure will also be 79.3. So in order for me to find this green angle up here, the angle that I'm looking for, what would I have to do? How do I manipulate the reference angle in order to find what's left for this whole angle measure in green? Okay, I know the value from this rotation all the way to 180 degrees, so I'll take 180 degrees. And then I'm going to subtract this reference angle. Okay, and so again, you could have just added this negative number, but I'm going to subtract 79.3, and that's going to give me my angle measure, which is theta 100.68 or whatever it's asking you to round to.